Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is super special, super exciting. Y'all, this is my third trimester update for Invisalign. I'm done. Alright, so we are gonna get up close and personal so you guys can see the final results, but right now this is her smile. It's giving. She just got her braces off from the 2010s. You feel me? Ooh! When I talk, it don't look like I'm crip walking on the screen. When I talk, it don't look like I'm crip walking down the screen. I ain't jerking on the screen. I ain't heel toe on the screen. Like, I'm marching on the screen, y'all. Like, I ain't never been with a Betty. Ah! Okay, anyway, y'all. I am so excited. Like, where do I begin? Okay, so third trimester. And for those who haven't seen the first two videos, the first two trimesters, make sure you click the link up here so you guys can check out my entire Invisalign journey. I call it trimesters because I had 12 main sets of trays, and they gave me 4 trays at a time. 4 times 3 is 12, so 1, 2, third trimester. That's how we got there. Anyway, so when I went into my appointment, I wasn't 100% sure if I was gonna be complete with my Invisalign today, or whether they were gonna recommend the additional 2 trays for overcorrection that were already pre-made that they had there. Another option is when you go in for your final appointment before they take off like the knots on your teeth. If you don't like the way your smile looks, another option is to get a new scan, so get rescanned, and then they can show you different options to tweak your smile so it can be as perfect as you want it. So when I was looking at my teeth, I was like, they look fine to me. Like, the top is straight, my gap is closed, the bottom is straight. Like, the only thing I probably would have changed is just having them polish the top of my teeth so they like straight. But I ain't mad at that, because when I say that, like, my teeth naturally have like a little, they kind of like hump like that. They not just straight. So if I were to change anything, it would have been just polishing the top of that. But I ain't mad at it. It makes my teeth look like real teeth and not like veneers or anything like that. Because I feel like veneers, they're very like, So I liked them. So when she was like, are you ready to get them off? I was like, girl, why not? I was like, well, let me see what the additional 2 trays for overcorrection would have done. And so she showed me the animation, and it basically was just tightening my bottom, like canine to canine. It was just tightening those teeth in even more. And so what she told me was the only reason why you would do that is if your teeth weren't already touching enough. So remember I told y'all in the second trimester video that they had polished in between my teeth and it was looking gappy. So I guess if your teeth did not shift enough to kind of close back those gaps that they put in, then you would do that overcorrection. So she flossed in between my teeth, and she was like, the floss still fits in, but it catches when you try to pull it out, and that's kind of what you want, because you don't want it to be like flossing through a gap. You don't want it gappy like that, but you also don't want it too tight where it's hard to floss in between. So that's how I came to the decision that I was ready to get my knots off, and I call them knots, whatever they're actually called. I don't know what it's actually called, but I was like, yes, I'm ready to get them off. Like, let me see my smile, baby. And so the first thing they did after that was shave off the knots. So I'm gonna get close so y'all can see. I got So y'all might have seen a little food, a little snack here and there, because I have not brushed my teeth since I got home from work. I just got home and started filming. So if y'all see some food, I do apologize, but you know, I am a human that eats. But yeah, so that's what my teeth look like. And after she like shaved the divots off, then they were like, the next step was to add gloss back to them, because I guess when you shave them down, it's they look ashy. And I didn't see them after she shaved them down, but they was just like they needed to add the gloss back or whatever. Cool. So she asked what we talked about as far as permanent retainers. And for me, and how I know my teeth, they gonna move, they gonna shift, they gonna loosey goose, try to electric slide into another place, and we don't want that because we just paid to get them in order. And so we talked about doing basically a lower permanent retainer is standard. And she basically was telling me, I also asked for upper permanent retainer, because as y'all know, not only did my little snaggletooth start straying away, but my gaps started coming back as I grew older after I got my braces off and wasn't wearing my retainers. So those were my two problem areas that I want to make sure don't revert back to that. So she said majority of the time people don't get an upper retainer because depending on how your teeth like come together, a lot of times people bite them off. And so she was like, she has to ask, you know, the orthodontist who's there, if I had clearance to get an upper retainer. And she was like, the way my teeth sat, like, yeah, it was fine. I could get the upper retainer, and it, like, my teeth wouldn't clash where I would almost be like biting it off. Because that was like the one concern about putting an upper retainer, you don't want to bite it off. The other thing was, she was like, typically you'll get a lower retainer upon request or whatever you discuss, a lower permanent retainer, and you'll get a top tray, like just plastic tray. So I'm gonna run that back because that was a lot. I requested an upper and lower permanent retainer. They normally do just the lower permanent retainer. They do an upper plastic retainer. I requested, can I get an upper and lower plastic retainer? Why? Y'all, I'm paranoid. I don't want my gap teeth to split part ways and go opposite ways, and I don't want that snaggletooth like doing a snake leg and going its own way either. So I want all the precautions. And so she also asked the orthodontist if that was okay, and she said that was totally fine. But she also explained to me the permanent retainer on the bottom 6 is 3 to 3, would serve almost as a splint. And she was like, none of my bottom teeth, like from the back of my mouth up to that 3 to 3, were like turned or anything like that. So she was like, they'll just serve as like support for this permanent retainer here. So like she was like, it's not necessary for me to have a plastic lower retainer because there's not much of a world where they will shift, because all of the teeth that usually shift are bonded. So it's not like the old school retainers. It's literally just like a braided wire that they glue on the back of your teeth, and I'm gonna show you that in a minute. And then like I said, on my upper teeth I have a 2 to 2, so it's just the front 4 teeth are bonded together, almost with a similar wire that I showed y'all I had before, just between my 2 front teeth to try and hold my 2 front teeth together. But clearly, you know, they can't stay together for nothing, so they did the front 4 for those to be bonded together. So when you get your Invisalign off, you're not going scotch-free just like that. They still recommend you wear your retainers for at least 6 weeks, I want to say, after. And so I have a follow-up appointment in 6 weeks to make sure nothing's shifting. And then they say typically if nothing has shifted, when you return for that 6-week post-op appointment, then you can switch from wearing the retainers all day like you wore your Invisalign trays to wearing them just during the nighttime. And so let me show you guys. I don't have my Invisalign trays right beside me, but these are my current retainers, and they're different because they're straight on the top. The Invisalign trays were like, she called it scalloped, where it literally mirrored the top of my teeth. This is just straight, and I still am supposed to wear these 20 to 22 hours out of the day, basically all day except when I'm eating. I'm supposed to wear these for 6 weeks, and then after that, basically the rule of thumb is nighttime for a lifetime, to make sure they don't shift on you. Even though you have those permanent retainers, nighttime for a lifetime is the best policy, and I'm gonna try my best to do that, because I like this. I like these white chickens. I like it. And that what the TikTok say? I wonder how they said that in the studio, because really, can you say slat? Can you say that fast? Slat. Like, come on, man. Anyway, so these are my retainers, and they do the impression for the retainer after they do the permanent retainer, because your plastic retainers have to accommodate for that permanent retainer that's in there. So I'm gonna put on my retainers. I'm gonna show y'all what they look like. So this is with my retainers, and the retainers do still have like give you that little lisp low key. So in like some of my videos, what I've been doing is just popping out the top so I can articulate better. But also the retainers are a thicker plastic, so it's gonna feel a little bit different than your Invisalign trays. So I'm gonna pop these out. I pop them out the same way I did my Invisalign. I just do that number right there, pop them out, and then now I'm gonna show you guys the permanent retainers that's inside my mouth. So if you don't want to see inside my mouth, then skip to the next part. Okay, so that was the bottom. Let me try and show y'all the upper. Alright, so that's the upper. So that is my 3rd trimester update. I'm not sure if I'll do another Invisalign video. I might do like a, I don't know, a get ready with me or something in about 6 weeks when I get my post-op appointment, and I switch from wearing them 20 to 22 hours out of the day to nighttime for a lifetime. I might give you guys an update like in a chit chat get ready with me or something. But y'all, prepare to be sick of me. Prepare to be sick of me. I'm smelling. Hey, what y'all? I'm just gonna be smiling. Yes. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful information for anyone going through their Invisalign journey. Again, everyone's journey is different, so feel free to share your experiences in the comment section below. Shout out to Dr. Boyd and Boyd Orthodontics. That is who did my Invisalign. If you are in the area, then you know, please go to Dr. Boyd. Tell him Slim Reshae sent you. Tell him Jasmine sent you. Tell him Jasmine sent you. And so anyway, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Dr. Boyd, thank you for my beautiful smile. Reb, I love y'all so much. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a huge thumbs up. Let me know what other videos y'all want to see next. I love y'all so very much, and y'all never forget, at the end of the day, without regrets, love yourself and be you. Tipple. Bye y'all. It's Slim Reshae.
Reshae. Natural beauty. Oh, oh, oh. It's Slim Reshae. All about natural beauty. Yeah, Slim Reshae.